Hey new anglers, Dave Brown here from Okuma Fishing Tackle. On this episode of Tune Up Tuesday, we're going to talk about how to decipher the model number on your Okuma rod. Now, one of the questions we get at Okuma really often is, what does the model number on my rod stand for? Today I'm going to walk you through what Okuma rods do. They're a little different than most manufacturers. Everybody's got their own designations on their rods. But this rod I happen to have in my hand here is the EVX rod. This is an EVX bait cast rod that's a 7-foot, 2-inch heavy rod. So let's break down that model number. The first section you're going to see on your rod number is an EVX. It's an EVX rod, happens to be an EVX model number, -C. So that middle letter there is going to be either a C or an S. C for casting, S for spinning. So you have a casting rod or a spinning rod. So you have an EVX-C for casting. Then you're going to get into some numbers and some letters. That next section there is a 721H. So the way Okuma does it is the 7-2, the first two letters are going to be the length. So this one happens to be a 7-foot, 2-inch, one-piece heavy rod. So 7-2 is the 7-foot, 2-inch. The 1, which is the third letter, stands for one-piece rod. And the H is the heavy action rod. So let's go through that one more time. You have an EVX-C for casting, 7-foot, 2-inch, one-piece rod, heavy action, and then there's a letter at the end on this one called B. So the B stands for the third generation. So when the EVX first came out, this rod would have been an EVX-C-721 heavy with no letter. The next generation came out and it had a -A, so that would have made it the second, and then this is B, making it the third. So it went from no letter to an A to a B, then there'll be a C and a D, and that's how the generations work on Okuma product. So that's the EVX casting, 7'2", 1-piece, heavy rod, and it's B being the third generation like we talked about. Now on the spinning rods, it's basically the same. I happen to have an SST rod in my hand here, and their model number is SST-S for spinning, 702 ML. So breaking that down, SST the model number, -S for spinning, 70, just like on that other rod. So this is a 7-foot, 0-inch, 2. Now this is a 2-piece rod. This rod breaks down into 2 pieces. And then ML being the medium light rod. So this is the medium light action spinning rod in the SST series. And the last one, very similar, but just a little bit different. This is the Samar rod. It's a C-S662M. So the C is the Samar, so it's not a 3-digit code, just happens to be 1 on this. So C for Samar, -S for spinning, then -66. So this is a 6-foot, 6-inch, 2-piece medium action rod. I hope that makes sense. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of letters happening there. But that gives you a little breakdown on how Okuma deciphers and makes their model numbers for their rods. For more tips, tricks, and techniques, make sure you visit okumafishingusa.com.